Assalamualaikum YouTube. This video is about why me and my family chose not to relocate or move abroad to Tanzania. A lot of people don't take into consideration, especially these YouTubers who like to make videos about why so-called blacks leave Ghana, leave Tanzania, or leave the continent of Africa altogether. They never talk about the true reason why we leave. We leave due to 3 reasons: extortion, begging, and corruption. That's it. Many of us are doing the best we can while we're over here. I'm going to show you guys a quote that we got from the attorney. I mentioned it in my video titled "Why You Can't Stay Abroad More Than 60 Days." I mentioned in that video how it would cost over 20,000 USD for me and my family just to go to Tanzania. I notice a lot of people that go to Tanzania eventually leave and go to Ghana. You cannot be sovereign without land. Remember that. Here is the email my husband received from the lawyers on a quote for applying for a work permit and a residency permit in Tanzania. Please keep in mind that these prices are from 2024. However, I seriously doubt the prices changed that much. They probably increased, not decreased. So you pretty much set up your business as you would in Tanzania as you would in the US. You got to get a TIN. You come up with a company name. Now, when I saw these fees, I was like, okay, this was like almost $10,000 just on this. It's not, I had to split the image up so you can see, because there's like 7 items on here, but these fees are per person, okay? And you have to pay these fees every 2 years. That's why so many blacks, Americans who are going to Tanzania are able to stay there, and they wind up leaving and going back to America, work again, save more money, and then turn around and come right back. And it's a cycle. You know, I think it's not ethical or right for Tanzania to do this. You know, so many of these African countries preach and promote that they want us to return back to Africa, and it's really only just to extort us. You know, I don't see any of them really putting anything worthwhile where we're actually benefiting. I digress, you guys. Okay, so you pay all these fees, right, to get this work permit and residency. Here's the kicker. This was the nail in the coffin for me. You have to set up your business in Tanzania first. Once you register, then you can apply for a residency. It's not guaranteed that you're even going to get that residency. So here you done spent all this money. You can't get residency. And so you still have to leave the country every 90 days. That's one issue for me. 2, you can only lease land in Tanzania through your business. So you go to Tanzania, you set up your business, you pay your fees, you apply for the permits. Then you can lease land, then you can build a house. It's all through your business. You lease the land through your business. You build your house through your business. Everything is through the business. That's how they operate there. Now, the last page shows the fees for the attorneys. It's pretty high if you ask me. These are the reasons why we chose not to go to Tanzania. Video is not meant to discourage anyone in any way from moving to Tanzania. I just wanted to share with you what the real cost was and why we chose not to move there. And this is our experience. Now, setting up a business is separate costs from paying for shipping household items to Tanzania, including shelter, which you normally pay between 1 to 2 years of rent upfront in Africa. Also have to account for food, utility bills, medical costs, and unexpected expenses, and so forth. So for me, I feel like this is highway robbery of so-called leaders in Africa claiming to want to help the diaspora reconnect with the continent. This is not the case, as you saw. Please like the video, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, shalom.